Welcome to Gallup Hill School. We are so excited to meet all of the incoming kindergarten students as well as their families. This presentation will give you a little bit of important information to help get your child ready for a smooth transition to school. Here is a picture of our beautiful school, and this is Colonel. You will come to know him throughout the hallways of Gallup Hill School as he reminds us of our school motto, which is be accepting, responsible, and kind.
Hi everybody, my name is Mrs. Hickey and I am one of the kindergarten teachers, and I am known as the frog classroom. The picture outside of my classroom is a frog. So when you're looking for Mrs. Hickey's classroom, always look for the frog. And my favorite color is purple. I can't wait to find out all about our new kindergarten students. See you soon!
Hi, my name is Mrs. Zielinski and I'm one of the kindergarten teachers at Gallup Hill School. I'm so excited to meet all of you. My classroom is the rainbow classroom, so when you go down the kindergarten hallway, you'll always look for the rainbow. My favorite color is purple, and I hope you have an awesome summer. Bye!
Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. Flakus and I teach kindergarten in room 168. You'll recognize my classroom because it's the Heart kindergarten classroom at Gallup Hill School. See you soon.
Hello, kindergarten friends and family. My name is Mrs. Bransford and I am one of the kindergarten teachers at Gallup Hill School. My classroom is the Sunshine Classroom. When you're walking down the hallway at Gallup Hill School, if you see a big sunshine on the wall, inside you'll find Mrs. Bransford and friends. A couple things about myself. My favorite color is pink, and one of my favorite things to do is go to the beach or sit by the pool. I cannot wait to find out what your favorite color is and what you enjoy doing. Mrs. Bransford is looking forward to meeting all of you in the fall. See you soon.
Hi boys and girls, I'm Miss McCarthy. I am known as the flower teacher down the hall, so you can look for the big flower outside my classroom. I am so excited to meet all of you and can't wait for kindergarten to start. See you soon.
Hi, this is Mrs. Zielinski here to talk to you a little bit about the kindergarten daily schedule. Here is an example of all of the components that make up our very busy day in kindergarten. Your own child's schedule may be a little bit different based on who their teacher is, but for the most part, you should expect to see these type of activities in the morning and these type of activities in the afternoon. So in the morning, we have a morning meeting, a small snack. We do Fundations, which focuses on teaching children letter names and sounds, proper letter formation, and as the year goes on, we'll build upon those skills to learn how to read and write simple CVC words, as well as learning trick words to help us in our reading. For our reading block, we follow a workshop model. And then we have our IE block, which is our intervention and enrichment block. After that, your child will have a break for lunch and recess. Then in the afternoon, we do shared reading or read aloud, writing, math, social studies, and science, which alternate off and on throughout the year. We have specials, and we like to end our day with some free choice play at centers. In kindergarten, we are very lucky to get to attend 4 different directed specials, as well as one special accompanied by the classroom teacher. Your child will get to go to art class, music, library, physical education, and with the classroom teacher, they will either get to visit the computer lab, use our mobile laptops in their room, or sometimes even work on the iPads.
Things you will need to bring to kindergarten each day. The first thing that you need is a full-size backpack. Please keep this in mind when shopping for a new backpack for kindergarten. Oftentimes, parents think that the preschool size or the smaller size backpacks are best suited for our little ones, when in reality, they really need a full-size backpack that will hold a folder, a lunchbox, and other school supplies each day. The next thing that you'll need is a healthy labeled snack. We really prefer in kindergarten to have a nice healthy morning snack. It's best if it is labeled so it's easy to find for both the child and the teacher. The next thing that you'll need is a lunch from home if you aren't already signed up for school lunches. When you're packing lunches from home, please try to use containers that are easy to open for your little ones. The next thing that you should send to school each day is a labeled, spill-proof water bottle. Spill-proof is key in kindergarten. Oftentimes we have water bottles tip over and we have water pouring out all over our work. If you can keep in mind that the water bottles that have the straw with the locking lid are best, that would be very helpful. But at the very least, when you're shopping for a water bottle for school, a spill-proof one is key. The next thing is that your kindergartner will either come home with a daily communication bag or a folder that should be emptied and returned to school each day. Inside the bag or folder, there will be notes and papers that come home that are very important. And also, if you have something to send in to give to your child's teacher, please place it in the bag or the folder, and we check it each morning to see what is inside. The last thing is, it's great to have a spare change of clothes in your kindergartner's backpack, just in case. Sometimes we have unexpected accidents, a child gets sick, or maybe they just fall in a puddle outside at recess. If you have a change of clothes in the backpack, it makes it so much easier.
Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Flakis, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how you can help get your child ready with some social emotional readiness skills. They're very important in getting your child off to a good start in when we start kindergarten. And there's some easy things you can do at home that we don't always necessarily think about, but you can structure some activities to try and build these skills. First of all, in kindergarten, we often have to take turns with friends. And what is the best way to do that? And there's some easy things you can do to kind of help kids be confident in their ability to take turns. And an easy way to structure that is, first we have to decide who goes first. And there are some different ways you can do that. You can have the youngest go first on one day, the oldest go first on the next day. You can do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There's, lots of random ways you can decide who will go first. But that is a step that needs to happen because otherwise, so you can avoid problems. Then the next thing your child needs to be reminded is that we wait calmly while the other person has their turn. The next one is the trickiest for some children. Be ready to let the other person go when your turn is finished. So sometimes it's hard to give up our turn when it's time for someone else to go. So that's something to watch out for. How does your child do with that? And then ask for help if this is tricky for you. Adults are ready to step in and give guidance if needed. But if you're able to kind of keep an eye out for these skills and practice them with your child, it will go a long way in helping have a smooth transition with some of these activities. Another thing that will come up a lot is, how does your child react when told no or not now or to wait? In a class of 16 to 20 children, I can guarantee you, almost on a daily basis, your child will probably be told no or not now or wait. And not just, for any negative reason, just because there's other kids to help and other decisions are made. So think about how your child reacts when told no. And practice is always good. Even if you think your child does really well with this, it's good to practice and set up some structured practice for it. So one thing is, it's important for your child to stay calm when told no or not now or to wait. Staying calm is the most important. And one thing I like to tell kids is an easy answer when an adult tells you no or not now or to wait is okay. I tell kids that's one of my favorite answers that kids give me when I ask them to do something or tell them to wait or not now, is if they say, okay, they might not even be happy about it, but I know they've heard me and I know they'll be ready when it's their turn or when they're able to do what they're hoping for. And as kindergarten teachers, we're usually really good about explaining the reason. There's almost always a reason when we say no or not now or wait. And we try our best to tell your child why we're saying that. So hopefully that will help too. But it's good for your child to practice. So even if they don't have to necessarily hear no or not now or wait, it'd be good practice for you to try adding some of those situations in over the summer just to give them some so they can feel really comfortable in reacting appropriately. Another thing you can do to help have them be just emotionally and socially and just ready for activities is it's good to be able to maintain interest in an activity and not with screen time activities. Screen time activities are deceiving because they can be interested in something for 30 minutes, but screen time activities are very busy and active, and in that it's constantly moving and changing, so that can maintain interest easily. But those aren't the kind of activities that we are typically doing in kindergarten. So practice building your child's independent activity time. Start with shorter time periods and build up to longer ones. Maintaining interest in different kinds of activities is important. So vary the activities and make sure some of them are preferred activities, like things they really like to do, and some are maybe non-preferred, things that maybe they're not crazy about. Because in kindergarten, there will be things they really love to do, but there will be some things that aren't their favorite either. And sometimes kids have a harder time being motivated to do those things, and their interest level is much shorter, or their attention spans are much shorter in those activities. And vary the activities between hands-on things like blocks and toys and other things like books, coloring, drawing, etc. You can also work on strengthening listening skills by playing listening games such as Simon Says, I Spy, and riddles in the car while you're getting ready for dinner. By extending the length of time they're able to attend to an activity or a game, that will be so helpful when they're trying to attend to activities, especially in a larger group of kids in school. When you're giving directions, give them in 2 to 3 part chunks instead of a long list of them, and build on that. If you can only give them one at a time, try to stretch that out for them to build up to 2 and then 3 parts. And another thing that sometimes we forget is model good listening skills. Kids learn from what they see us do. And sometimes if we show them that we are going to put down what we're working on, even though we're super busy, and give them good eye contact and just be kind of calm and still and really listen and show them good listening skills, that will go a long way in teaching them how to be a good listener. And the last thing I want to talk about today is kids are going to need to know when they can ask for help. And it's good to ask for help when you need it. And what's the best way to do that? It's always good that they try what they're doing themselves first, so they don't automatically ask for help before even trying. So always try it yourself first. Then ask politely, and then just try to be patient, because with a class of 16 to 20 kids, they might have to wait to get the help they're hoping for. But it's good for kids to be comfortable and confident enough to know that it's okay to ask for help when they need it. So hopefully these ideas and these situations will be ideas for you to practice with your child at home to really get them ready for the learning and fun that we have prepared for them in kindergarten, and so that they'll be ready to learn as much as they are able to. Thank you.
Kindergarten readiness skills. Foster independence through self-help skills. So as you prepare your child for kindergarten, these are some things that you can do over the summer. And it would be helpful if your child can do the following: put on or take off his or her coat, put shoes on the correct feet, change from boots into sneakers or shoes, use zippers, buttons, etc. on their clothes with little assistance. So after they use the bathroom or getting ready to go home, if they're able to zip up or put their coats on with little assistance, that will be very helpful. It would be helpful if your child can also wash their hands and use the bathroom independently and to access their snack and lunch food independently. We encourage easy opened containers or Ziploc bags so that the children can eat and use their self-help skills to feed themselves as well. It would also be helpful if your child can clean up after using materials or toys with little support and with little encouragement so that if they make a mess, they pick it up and they clean it up. And it's also important that they have a general awareness of personal space and the importance of safety. So personal space within each other when talking or walking or playing, and the importance of safety, understanding who the trusted adults are and teachers and staff. And it's also important if your child can concentrate on non-preferred tasks for at least 5 to 10 minutes. So we all know our kids can engage in things that they really love for more than 5 to 10 minutes. It could be up to for a few hours. But it's important to provide opportunities for your child prior to kindergarten to engage in something that maybe isn't their favorite thing to do, but that they can sustain attention for 5 to 10 minutes. Practice problem-solving skills with your child, being able to look after themselves and their individual needs, and to verbally articulate to an adult when they require assistance. So, if it's go play over here or grab your crayons and your coloring books and color for a little bit, for the kids to be able to independently follow those directions and do those things independently with a little support will help your child get ready for kindergarten. However, the most important thing that you can do to prepare your child for kindergarten is to play and read to your child every night or day to encourage early literacy skills and independence for learning. Classic nursery rhymes, poems, fairy tales, and storybook favorites are a great thing to do with your child, to read with them prior to kindergarten, to foster that love of literature. And that playing is one of the highest forms of research, according to Albert Einstein. You can discover more about a child in an hour of play than a year of standardized testing. Enjoy your summer. We look forward to seeing you.
Hello, this is Mrs. Hickey, and I'm going to talk about the kindergarten academics. There are 7 areas of academics in kindergarten, including reading, writing, Fundations, which is our Phonics program, math, science, social studies, and then social and emotional. It's important to know that all of our curriculum can be found on our district website at ledger.net/district/curriculum. If you go to ledger.net, there's a tab marked district. There'll be a drop-down menu for curriculum, and you can access all the grade levels curriculum on this page. Our first area of academics is English Language Arts, also known as ELA. ELA is composed of 3 areas: reading, writing, and Fundations. In reading, we follow a reading workshop model. We have 4 units of study for teaching reading. Our first unit is called We Are Readers. Then we move into Superpowers, which are reading strategies. Our third unit, Bigger Books, Bigger Reading Muscles, where we will combine reading strategies together. And our last unit is Avid Readers, all about what good readers do. We also teach how to read 30 kindergarten sight words. In writing, we begin the year focusing on name writing with correct letter formation, sight word writing, and then journal writing using these sight words in text. Throughout the year, we will explore 3 different genres: narrative, opinion, and nonfiction. Fundations, we start the year out with letter sound identification, letter formation for all letters, sounding out words, digraphs, and finally fluency, making our reading sound like talking. In math, we will explore 5 units: numbers 1 to 10, which will include correct number formation, identifying and comparing sets of objects. We will compare and contrast 2D and 3D shapes. We will identify and decompose T numbers. We will explore addition and subtraction through 10 and measurement and data. Throughout the year, we will either be involved in a science or social studies unit. Our 3 science units are weather, living things, and push and pull. Our 4 social studies units are being a citizen, citizenship in the community, study of past and present, and whether affects our daily life. Throughout the year, we will also focus on our social and emotional curriculum. For PBIS, which means positive behavioral interventions and supports, we have a school-wide plan that we follow to promote positive behavior at school. So at Gallup Hill School, this is known as BARC behavior. And BARC stands for Be Accepting, Responsible, and Kind. We also follow a program called Connected and Respected. These are proven skills and strategies for creating caring and productive learning communities. Teachers will utilize these lessons to teach students lifelong skills for communicating effectively, resolving conflict, creating community, problem solving, promoting diversity, and having successful intergroup relationships. Sometimes parents ask us about homework in kindergarten. We believe that children should play and explore the world around them. Therefore, for homework, we only ask students to practice reading at home. Your students will be working hard enough at school. When you get them home, please have them play and promote reading. We do send a few projects throughout the year to build the home school connections based on units we are studying. We will always send home explicit instructions and materials as needed. But this is a great time to explore some of our content as a family. And the projects are really fun. We really look forward to seeing you soon. We know that starting kindergarten is an exciting time of year, and we are just as excited. We wanted to share a few thoughts from a few of our kindergarten friends. We asked them, what do you love about kindergarten? And this is what they said.
Gosh, it's really hard to decide what my favorite thing of kindergarten was. My favorite special was computer lab, and my favorite center was cars, kitchen, and Play-Doh, and my favorite part of the day was the morning reading. And my favorite day was Monday because I get to see Mrs. Hickey 5 more days in a row. Bye! Kindergarten is the best because I like playing with my friends and I like vessels. My favorite one is art. I like recess.
Why do you like recess?
Because like there's a lot of stuff to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like why I think kindergarten is the best is because I love my teacher and I love my friends and I love going to school and I love playing on the playground and I love eating lunch with everyone. And kindergarten is the best.